It's all about appearance.
Okay, greetings and thank you for watching here on TikTok at Blooming Light. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse, as is my son, who is an adult, differently abled young man. And we are survivors moving into thriving. So here is, and let me just say this, not only are we survivors moving into thriving, but I have definitely done my studies and research over at least since 2000 and approximately 15 and 16, okay? And with that being said, I'm just going to share some cool tips that I'm sure you all are hearing from many other folks that are talking about this stuff, okay? To help you draw the connection of how toxic types or narcissistic types or people who have strong narcissistic tendencies, how they end relationships and why they do it that way, okay? So remember, with those who have that type of personality, they need to keep that sense of grandeur. Okay, so they need to feel like they're a good guy or a good gal. All at the same time, they need to insult you or have you to feel bad all at the same time. They need that door to be kind of left open for just in case they want to make their way back to you. Okay? So, for an example, and over the years I've seen this play out in my own life in different ways. They will, first of all, makeshift fashion a fight with you in order to either provoke you to break up because they don't like doing it, or ghost you or push you away or break up with you. They'll create something to make a problem, okay? Then, so it's going to be this high low, okay? Now, they're going to go high, 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 fight, 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 okay? Then come down, and then they'll say something like, okay, well, maybe we should take a break. Okay, well, maybe we're not good for each other, okay? The reason why they'll do it that way is because chances are they've already been outsourcing and grooming new supply, okay? That they feel like it's going to be a better source than you at that time because you've possibly gotten into the devaluation phase, okay? So, since they don't ever really like doors to be closed out entirely, they'll leave you confused, or they'll try to say, hey, well, let's just be friends after they ghosted you for 3 days, or after they provoked a fight to cause you to break up, to come to the discussion of maybe we shouldn't be together, or let's just take a break. Like, this is their pattern of handling, recycling, and ping-ponging through the supplies in which they have. Whether they're going back to an old supply that they're already trauma bonded with, that is meeting their needs at that time, or there's a new supply that they get that, that novelty chasing, euphoric feeling of being held in high honor because that person don't really know who they are as of yet. And where am I going with all this that's going to help some of you? Now, when you're ready. See, our desire to tell the truth or have these closure conversations and express how we feel and honor how we feel, these are all good traits, honorable traits, and it's something that's used in healthy scenarios. But the thing about when you have gone through something with a toxic antagonistic type or a narcissistic type, okay, the pain they cause you is more supply for them. So let's say they cause a fight, push you to break up with them or break up with you, and then want to come back to you and say, hey, it's a fake apology. It's a fake, this is after they have secured some new supply so that they could still somehow feel like the good guy or the good gal, but it's not coming from a sincere place of, I'm sorry I came into your world and I wasn't legit. I'm sorry I never had any intention on being legit. I'm sorry I manipulate you, and I'm sorry that I lied and hid this part of me away from you. But now, so that's not what it is. It's to still have this illusion and to be able to go to their new supply source or whoever and say, hey, I went back to them and I apologized, right? But you're going to sense and feel in their energy that, in fact, they're not standing before you for that. They want to see the hurt in your face. They want to see the hurt in your eyes. They want to, in some cases, also attempt to rub something in your face. So with all that being said, what am I recommending? And to each his own. Because some of us, maybe you want that conversation. Maybe you need that. But it's not going to be dealing with these types of people. Your expression of how you feel, or them coming back to you with a fake apology that's not really for that reason, it's not going to give you what you think it's going to give you. You're going to still feel confused because that person is not coming in with sincerity. They're not coming in the name of trying to give any healing or relief. They're coming in to save their own ass. They're coming in to give the appearance to the people that are in their lives that, oh, I did try to go back and I tried to, apologize for just leaving it this way, or, the thing I said and what woo-de-woo. But when they're standing before you or over the phone with you, that is not what transpires, and you're going to know that. So the thing that I highly recommend, and again, you got to get yourself there when you're there. I went through this in my past years ago where it's like you just wanted to say what you wanted to say. You wanted to get it out. You wanted to confront them. You wanted them to hear what you had to say, and you wanted them to say sorry and whoop-de-whoop. And let me just tell you all, that's just such a waste of energy and time, and it's not going to be what you think. Now, during the relationship, validating how you feel and expressing, I think that's important up to a point to where you realize that it's falling on deaf ears and it's time for you to make your escape plan, okay? Figuring out new ways to get whatever that is you need inside of you to move on and heal, to know what you know, and simply move on. Learn from it and speak your truth, okay? Because again, if they were really toxic and abusive to you and they did you some kind of way and shitty, and it was kind of their sick way of getting fulfillment, them being gone and, dilly-dallied off and married somebody, or they're in love with somebody a month after they were with you, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that kind of shit, they're not coming back. They're only coming back because they're still trying to clear their conscience, again, to feel like they're a good person. You'll learn the difference in time between when people are sincerely remorseful and when they're sincerely coming back into your world to really give you that good, solid truth and solid apology, not with an intent to add insult to injury or to rub something in your face or to be able to sense or see yet more heartache in your eyes or in your voice. Because these people a lot of them are sadists. And this is how a lot of them feel like they're that nigga or that bitch or like they've got power. And they're just not worth it, dear. Find other outlets, maybe a trusted person, a survivors group, any other creative ways and avenues to be able to still give yourself whatever that is, okay? But just know it's more to it than meets the eye. And as a survivor moving into thriving, I'm telling you what I know. They want that, well, let's just be friends, to keep that door open to be able to come back into your life. But let me tell you something. If somebody treated you shitty, do you even want them as your friend? That's all I got to tell you about that, okay? You're hurt. Love y'all.